Once again, I have to say that I'm having so much fun answering your questions both by telephone and by email. Don't forget, every purchase of my book comes with a 20-minute phone consultation with me where we can discuss your most pressing luxury real estate question. And a lot of people are asking me about this whole idea of expertise. And as I mentioned during my webinar and in the book, is that high net worth individuals are used to dealing with experts, whether for tax purposes or legal purposes or medical reasons. They always want to know they're dealing with the absolute top expert in their field. And people have questions about how they can become perceived as an expert in their marketplace. And we talked about 5 levels of expertise. The first one, of course, is the most important. You need to become an absolute expert on prices and value in your marketplace. And we talk about how you do that is to create a 2-year history of everything that's occurred in your marketplace. Every sale, every buyer, every owner, a little bit about them. Who are the builders in that marketplace and who are the competing agents who are in the high end now? But really become an expert on price and value in your marketplace. Next is you need to write. And people really hate it when I say this because nobody likes to write. But understand that people in the high end judge others by their writing and their speech. And the more you can write information that's important to them, the more you can be perceived as an expert. Now you could write a book. It's not as hard as you think. I can do it, you can do it. But just write articles and reports. And the best way to write is to get a compelling headline. And I like headlines that begin with numbers like 7, 10, 12, or 21. 7 ways to make your home more appealing to buyers. 10 biggest mistakes luxury home sellers make when putting the property on the market. Things like that. And once you get the headline done, now you've got, as far as I'm concerned, the rest of the article writes itself because you've created a promise, you've created a hook, and you're going to hook yourself into creating the content that fulfills the promise of the headline. Next, if you think writing's bad, we have to speak. And people, they really hate the idea of getting out and talking in front of people. But again, if you can get in front of Rotary clubs or country clubs or any kind of groups or organizations and talk about your market. For instance, I have a talk I did this year, 7 predictions for the real estate market in 2011. And I did it all over Cape Cod and in fact, Massachusetts. People loved it. And the good news is not everyone agreed with all my points. And actually all my predictions didn't come to be true. So when people discuss them with you and they argue with you or they question you, that's a great chance to make a connection. Number 4 is to get endorsed. People in the high end love to deal with people who have been endorsed by their friends, by their peers, by their associates. So get endorsements. You can get endorsements by the easy ways to send out a survey card every time you list or sell a house and have the seller or the buyer send back a survey. And on my survey, I have a little checkbox where they can give me permission to use their comments for testimonial purposes. But get letters of recommendation from other people in your marketplace so that you can be endorsed, and that's your 4th level of expertise. The last one is to read. You need to read at least 1 to 3 hours every single day. And what you need to read is that which your customers and clients are reading. Fortune, Wall Street Journal, the local business paper in your area. There's a great paper in Boston, the Boston Business Journal. You'd be surprised. In fact, I'm always surprised at how often I read an article today, and then 3 to 4 weeks later, I'll have someone in my car who's either was in the article or connected to the article. So I hope that clears up the questions on the 5 levels of expertise that you need to be successful in the high-end real estate area in your marketplace. And keep those questions coming. Send me emails, and you can come to jackcotton.com, and don't forget to like me on Facebook. Until next time, make it a great week.